your great success in your career. You've provided many memories and thrilling moments for Giants fans the way you played the game with hustle, enthusiasm, grit. You'll always be remembered, especially by opposing pitchers. Wore the uniform well, you're a true Giant. You should be very proud. Congratulations from number 36 to number 22. Enjoy every moment. And lastly, we have a short note from one of the greatest ever to do it. And this is what to say, hey kid, Willie Mays had to say. He says, today is your day, Will, and I am so happy to be able to be part of the celebration. Welcome to the club. You've earned it. Congratulations, and enjoy yourself. Our next speaker will be in the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds.
This is not my day. This is Will Clark's day. And Will, I'm very proud of you, my friend. You were a tough person to like. And I'm not supposed to be up here long because they told me to make it short. So I'm gonna make it short. So just a quick story. I'm really proud of my friend. Being in Pittsburgh though, Will was a defensive first baseman. He used to love to crack your ankles at first base. Will had this great move at first base that snapped. And when we were taught, you always go to the back of the base and cover. So Will just said, forget it, I'll take the 3/4 of the base and you can have that corner. So I remember I got a base hit. And Will didn't like to talk to anyone. He didn't talk to any of the opposing players. We always looked at each other with this little kind of respect, but we weren't allowed to talk to each other. So I got on first base and I was thinking, I only got 2 choices here. Get my ankle broke, or steal second base. I chose the latter. Will, congratulations, brother. You've earned it. It was great to play against you, but it was better to be a teammate. I love you.
Who's next now? What?
Now I'd like to introduce one of the really special people that helped build this ballpark. And it seems like he's been around forever. We have
Larry
to
Baer.
really be nice because he's my boss. Here is the boss, Larry Baer.
Thanks, Kai. Okay, are we about ready for Will? On behalf of the Giants and on behalf of our ownership group, I want to first thank Will's family, his many friends, his teammates, and all of you, his legion of Giants fans everywhere, for gathering here to celebrate a truly extraordinary man, extraordinary father, husband, and athlete. Will defined what it meant to be a Giant, not just for his own era, but for those that came after him. Generational players are rare, and Will transcends generations. His love for the game, his grit and exuberance, and his unequivocal belief in himself and his teammates carried into the next generation of Giants, and the next, Our 3 world championships have Will's fingerprints all over them.
For the fingerprints.
Do you see the picture of him there?
In his role as a special assistant to Giants baseball operations and as an ambassador in the Giants front office, Will continues to teach, to inspire Giants players, coaches, with the same manager, with the same energy and expertise as he had as a 6-time All-Star,
nice how they did that.
as he had
know.
as a 2-time
That's
Silver
so nice.
Slugger,
That's so nice.
a Gold Glover,
I
and the
didn't
most
see it
valuable
earlier.
player of
My
the
wife told me.
1989 National League Championship Series. And his off-the-field impact is just as impressive. I've seen this in recent years with his commitment to raising funds and awareness about autism, and his absolute joy in greeting and interacting with Giants fans everywhere, with all of you. You see Will around the ballpark all the time. Now, the decision to retire a number is made with great thought and care. And frankly, it's the highest honor that the Giants can bestow on a member of our family.
Sonny, see, this is what you missed.
Will
I know.
has earned his place on that wall. This number will be between the great Monty Irvin and the incomparable Willie Mays.
At least, you know.
Not simply for his accomplishments as a Giant, but for the complete impact he's had on our franchise and the legacy he established with our organization and with our fans. Will, waited 2 long years for you to step up to the microphone. So just one more thing. From your first breathtaking home run off Nolan Ryan to now, and for the rest of our lives, number 22 has meant, will always mean, and nobody will ever wear number 22 in a Giant uniform again. Ladies and gentlemen, the thrill, Will Clark. Let's all direct our attention to the scoreboard and to the left field corner where we count up together to 22 for the unveil. Here we go.
3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12, 13, 14,
15,
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
guys so much for being here, and also want to thank the Giants organization. They have been a huge part of my life, and it has been an amazing time. I want to especially thank Larry Baer, Rob Dean, Mario Aliotto, and the current Giants ownership group for bringing on this jersey retirement ceremony. I definitely want to thank my family, Lisa, my daughter Ella, my son Trey. You guys have been my life and my main priority. Thank you, Lisa, for the gorgeous family we have and the life we share. You have been the foundation of our family and holding down the fort while I was on the road. Trey, my man, my hunting, fishing, and baseball buddy. Thank you for all the wonderful memories we've had, and we're gonna do even more moving forward. Ella, I'm so proud of you turning into the gorgeous young lady that you are and going to LSU. I really look forward to even more fun times and what your future entails. Scott, you have a gorgeous family on your own right, and I thank you for living out all the stuff that Dad taught us. You have been my right-hand man, and I truly appreciate it. There's a few friends here, about 140 from New Orleans and everywhere else. They're all over there somewhere, but I'm going to name off a few names if you don't mind. So, Rob, Steve, Ricky, Tommy, Eric, Little Jude, George, Barry, Buddy, Holly, Brett, Mark, Nydia, Bill, Clark, Mike, LT, Jay, Davis, Phil, Tommy, Louie, and Claude are just a few of the names of the many friends I've had that have influenced my life. Josh, you and I have been best friends since my rookie year, and you do not know how much I value your friendship. I love you to death. You're the big brother I never had, and thank you for your guidance. Eric Burns, brother, thank you so much for leading a charge in getting this jersey retirement ceremony rolling. I enjoyed your Major League career, and I'm having a blast with our current No Filter podcast. Barry Viterra, you're a guy that took a skinny left-handed hitter from Jesuit High School in New Orleans who stood on top of the plate and bailed and wailed. You backed him off, you closed him up, and you made him use the whole field, which was the biggest and best swing adjustment I ever made and led directly to a college and professional career. Thank you so much for your guidance and patience. Ron Pope was my college coach at Mississippi State for 3 years and taught me the X's and O's of the game. You always knew where you had to be on the field at all times, and my 3 years at Mississippi State were an absolute blast because of that man. Bob Lurie saved the San Francisco Giants, and he was the best owner to play for. Al Rosen was our general manager and the man that gave me my shot in professional baseball. He made me change my swing in mid-career, and it wound up being the best advice I ever got. Roger Craig, the hum baby. He was my manager and my dad away from home. He showed me tough love and expected results. Dusty Baker was my hitting instructor for 5 years before he became my manager in '93. Everything we did together just clicked. He trusted me with all the information he threw at me, and he also was instrumental in tightening up that swing you guys see on the board. Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Orlando Cepeda, Juan Marichal, and Gaylord Perry. They were our Hall of Famers. They were always willing to help, and when you ask questions, they let you have it. I love it. I thank them for passing the game down to our generation. My teammates, Robbie Thompson. This gentleman and I came up together in 1986, and we shared the right hand side of the field for 8 years. He was not only one of the best teammates around because of how talented he was, but also the PR work that he did. As you can tell, I was the one that stepped on toes and got in your face. Robbie was the more political one. You never had to worry about a ground ball or a fly ball being caught in Candlestick when that man was chasing it down. Kevin Mitchell, the Boogie Bear. My man. Oh my goodness. He was an absolute joy to be around, not only because of how talented he was, because you never knew what he was going to say that was going to make you double over laughing. He was an absolute treat to be around, and I love being in the middle of the order with him. Watching his MVP season in 1989 was an absolute treat. Dave Trebecki.